Hey guys, Lisa Mousy here, and as you may notice, we're not in the Brazilian forest anymore. We're back at camp because I really don't have it in me to tackle the Brazilian forest again, um, especially those bandits. Because I have an idea of something else to try, but I just can't today. um, it's Wednesday that I'm recording this, and I finished editing yesterday's video just a little bit ago, and it took like 3 hours. I know that to other people who have been doing this for a long time, maybe that doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot for me. So we're gonna relax. We're gonna talk to people in camp. I have gifts, don't I? Oops. I don't know who the painted sky ball can go to. But I know Leliana will like Andraste's Grace.
Flowers?
What the huh?
For me? They smell lovely. And there's something so familiar
I wasn't
about
expecting
them.
that.
These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So the codex is updated. What else do I got? Oh, I can give my puppy the bone. A happy puppy. Who's a good boy? So we'll talk to Alistair first.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Turn this up a little. So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Excuse me. Of course that Aww. No approval? Alistair, you're not in front of the fire. What are you doing?
What do you need?
How about you? I'd like to ask you something.
Ask
Again.
away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Sir. I meant before that.
Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go.
You're a
Duncan
dork.
was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry. No! He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Yay! Approval goes up. Slowly and surely. I have gotten everybody else's approval. Like, let's see what we're at. 23. 32. Oh, Sten's at 0 at least. Liliana's at 33. Your Pepper's at 100. I need to buy gifts. I know that's cheating. I'm sorry.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see your wares, Budon.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Discount. Right. I still can't afford your backpack. Why am I censoring myself now? Sugar cake. Thoughtful gift. Buy 2 of those. Don't have any pens. Strength. What is Sten's strength? Clearly not that. Don't got a whole lot that can help us. Let's see if there's anything else that can be equipped. What am I wearing? Studded leather helm. Steel helmet I can wear. That causes more fatigue. What about you? Your helmet's better. You don't have the strength. Your helmet's better. That's better. Oh, there was... Which one is better? That's better. What about gloves? I know I'm doing this one at a time and I'm sorry. That's better. Ooh, those will be better. What about splint mail gloves? What are you wearing otherwise? Chainmail. Let's see about our heavy hitters. That's better. And you have a shield. Templar shield. Okay, that's a better shield than anything we've got. What's your strength? Oh, 28. Oh! You're not that far. What is heroic accomplishments? Interesting. I want inventory. Because what about weapons? We haven't checked weapons. I don't have a better longsword than that. No staves. So does the axe better than the greatsword? No, no, it is not. Not like you having a bow. Oh, he's your puppy. Wait a second. I do have another staff. Ooh, and that is better. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. So
If
let's
there's
sell some more
anything I can
shit.
do for you, please, please tell me.
Let me see your stuff.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I'm not buying stuff, I'm selling it. No need for that. No need for that. We'll sell one of those. Armor. Don't need that. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need the shields. That's an old thing. Yeah, I think we're good. Well, yeah, I was gonna give Alistair. Where are my thoughtful gifts? I was like, where are my thoughtful gifts?
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
You don't sound too pleased. Take another one.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Now that we're... Interesting. Now that we're warm with him, I want to talk with him again.
Something on your mind?
Has anyone ever told... I'm sorry, I'm romancing Alistair for this playthrough. I don't know if I said that before, but has anyone ever told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
And if it is, what then?
Oh, nothing much. I just get to grin a bit and look foolish for a while.
Okay. Alistair approves. Cool. We're getting somewhere. Interested. I like that. But we're not going to go further with that. That'll be for another time. Because I do want to talk to everybody else. Let's talk to Liliana for a little bit.
I must say that traveling with you has opened my eyes to how wrong some are about the Dalish. You are
Really?
not at all savage, and I've not seen you snatch away women and children without provocation.
My people are often misunderstood. We're used to it.
If my people were more open to interacting with yours, we could do away with such misperceptions.
Yeah, but you're from Orlais. We don't talk to the Orlesians. We don't like the Orlesians. It's not that easy.
I hear many city folk talk about how wonderful it must be to live simpler lives, close to the earth.
Simpler
They
lives.
could learn from the Dalish.
Do you think it's a quaint curiosity meant for study?
I'm sorry. I did not mean it like that. I wasn't trying to belittle your culture. I have met very few elves, and those that I have met were pledged to the service of Orlesian nobles.
Mm-hmm. I could never live like that.
Elven servants are well compensated for their services. Some of them live richer lives than humans. A well-trained elven servant is highly valued in Orlais. They are nimble and dexterous, and many people find them pleasing to look at.
We don't like that. Like a... Mm-hmm. So I should offer myself to some Orlesian noble?
No, I did not mean it that way. Oh, my words were clumsily chosen. I did not mean to offend. I am sorry.
All good. I want to clear things up with the first answer, but I love the second one. I am Elven, but more than that, I am a person.
Of course. I am sorry if I implied otherwise. Thank you. You have given me a lot to think about.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna make the rounds a couple times. So we'll, like, go back to people. We'll talk to the dog again, too.
Yes.
I wanted to discuss something you mentioned. What has he mentioned?
Speak then.
That's enough!
Then I suggest we move on.
What were you doing in that cage? Even though we already know.
Sitting, as you observed.
You were standing. That's not what I meant.
It's what you asked.
Are you going to answer my question?
I did. Parshera. Was there anything else?
Fair. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Sir! Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the answer?
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Why would the Canary... No. Because the Canary would be affected too. And he knows that. And he would assume that we know that. So he would get salty that we don't. Don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
So what are you still doing here then?
I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Let's go.
As you wish.
His approval's hard to get up.
Yes.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Sir! Never mind.
Very well.
Let's go.
As you wish.
I am buying more thoughtful gifts because I am impatient.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
Let's see what you got.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Give me cakes. I'm gonna give Sten cake. Okay. Because he's not easy to please.
You have my thanks. You have my thanks.
We're still neutral. I'm buying more thoughtful
I
gifts.
Can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
What use would I have for any of that, sir?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
I'm cheating. I know I'm cheating. Okay. Because some of these are prank gifts. And some of them are, like, actually good gifts. Ooh, King Merrick's shield. It's gonna be an Alistair thing. I'm pretty sure the Canary prayers... Because this isn't the good one. This isn't the good one. So yes. Let me save. Let me save in case I fuck it up. Giving you. That's not. Who does that go to then? I don't understand.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Still neutral. 60. And we're neutral. How? I want to talk to him again just to see if anything has changed now that it's
You
60.
are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Callow? You thought I was callow? I don't know
You
what that
sound
means.
surprised. You must have heard this before. You'll get over it. Eventually.
Why did I let you out of that cage then?
I have wondered that myself. It is one of the many things I find puzzling about your behavior.
I could put you back there. No. Do I even want to know what the other things are?
No, let's leave this discussion polite.
Rude. I guessed as much.
In any case, we should go now.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Who would King Merrick's shield go to then? I don't know. Take it back.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
See it right.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I'm sorry, you guys are probably getting really tired of hearing that. But why do I have that still? Restrictions 10. I don't understand. I don't know. Let's go talk to Morrigan. I think we're warm with Morrigan.
I await your command.
So life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
And did they speak back?
Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
Sorry, I missed like half of what... Hold on, let me read that again. Okay, I'm sorry. I just realized who King Merrick's shield was for. I just realized that. And it's a secret companion that you can or can't get much later on in the game. Oh. God damn. What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
But you were just a child.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination.
What should
Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Those are harsh lessons to teach a child.
Perhaps, but they were necessary still. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Fair enough. Let's speak with the dog, because I think sometimes he can find things. Let's see if he has interactions with anyone else. He rolls around. He's a good boy. Let's pet him. He's such a good boy. I love my pupper. With that, let's speak with Alistair again. We're making the rounds.
At your service.
Aww. I'd like to discuss something private is gonna get into the romance territory. And we're not going there yet. Because I don't want to get into it too soon, and it feels too soon. I'm off center. I have some questions.
Of course.
If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
You know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Sir! Now you're making fun of me.
Make fun of you, dear lady. Perish the thought. Well, tell me, have you ever licked a lamppost in winter?
Oh, how would I? I live in the forest. No, I've never licked a lamppost in winter.
Good. I hear it's quite painful. I remember one of the younger initiates did it on a dare once, and there was pointing and laughing. Oh, the humanity. I myself have also never done it. That. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course, but you know.
You never had the opportunity?
Well, living in the Chantry is not exactly a life for rambunctious boys.
Fair.
They taught me to be a gentleman, especially in the presence of beautiful women such as yourself.
Oh,
That's not so bad, is it?
it's sweet. You think I'm beautiful?
Of course you are, and you know it. You're ravishing, resourceful, and all those other things you probably hurt me for not saying.
Sir! I would never hurt you.
Nor I, you. Let us be off then, lest your risque talk make my ears blush.
This is the kind of stuff that I like leading up to it, the flirting. Like, that's cute. Now I want to flirt with Liliana, but I committed to Alistair. Ah! Why have I done this to myself? If there's ever a remaster of the game, because I don't know if I can play Origins again before the only machine that I have that can play it dies. But if there's ever a remaster, I will play the remaster. And in that, I will romance Liliana. Because I am super gay for her. For being totally honest, I am super gay for Liliana. Alistair has kind of the sweetest romance that I wanted to explore. I didn't want to run over there.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
No! Ah! No! This wasn't supposed to happen. I'm not flirting with two people. My hair? Thank you.
It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. 1 year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair.
How
The
do you do
chirping was
that?
quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Oh, good lord. Poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair.
Oh
But I
my
was
God.
trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
Oh, I could friend zone her so bad. Mm. Um. I don't want to flirt with her. Not for this playthrough. But I want to flirt with her. And I actually do like the way you ramble.
You see? This is what I mean. You're such a pleasure to talk to. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
I have to friend zone her if I want to go for Alistair. Because the thing is I have mods for romancing stuff with Alistair. I have mods. Those mods don't exist for anyone else, I don't think. She's gonna... You are a treasured friend, Liliana.
Thank you. I am honored that you feel that way.
Oh, thank you for not getting weird about it. I was honestly half expecting her to be like, oh, I see. But thankfully. Do you have anything else to say to me, Sten?
You called.
I wonder if I can mention the thing about him being here now. Like, him being sent by the Qunari. I want to discuss something you mentioned. Did he
Speak,
actually?
then.
Okay, no.
I suggest we move on.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Sir! Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Is there anything you like about Ferelden?
There is interesting food here.
That's why
You
I
have
give
a
you
thing.
cakes.
It doesn't have a word in the Qunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
I like it. I like it. I never would have thought you'd have a sweet tooth.
I don't know what that means. None of my teeth are sweet. Those little baked things.
I
however,
should have...
We have none of those in my homeland. This should be remedied.
I'll keep that in mind.
Shall we move on?
Don't the Qunari ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
He might be happier. No. But that makes the turtle stronger.
Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better to armor yourself with no more than what you need. One life, one duty.
I suppose that's true.
Shall we move on?
I'm trying to approval. What did I just say? I am trying to get his approval up. I have to figure out... Because if he is neutral at 60... I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Or maybe he only gets... Because he's Sten. Maybe he only changes to warm when his approval is much higher. Maybe that's how it happens. Because I want to try and get and like unlock everyone's personal quests, and I don't know how to do that. But let's go.
As you wish.
Oh, Jesus! Sten approves plus 18! How did I do that? Are you at warm yet? Yes! It just takes more. It just takes a higher approval. What are we at? 78. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh no, strength, that's... Is that with... Can he wear this? Not yet. Oh, because it's 38, not 32. My bad. Let's go talk to Morrigan again.
I await your command.
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you.
That's
What?
it?
Do you wish me to leave?
No.
I can do so if you prefer.
No. I don't want you to leave.
Then I assume our discussion ends here.
Oh. Oh no! I want to get that up.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Let me fix this. Let me fix it. How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Hilarious. Your mother has been doing this for a long time then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the
I'm
act
not a
of
mage,
transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents.
Yeah.
If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Okay. Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you've changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
There have been Dalish keepers who use similar magic.
Oh? Then I have no doubt your people do much to keep their talents well hidden from humans. I wonder if I was to ask one of your keepers of the origin of their magics, if there would be any relation to what I was taught.
We don't know much about our origins, I'm afraid.
Ah, this makes sense according to what I know of the elves. Alas.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
No, you're awesome. I want to tease her, but I don't know if that will be... Yeah, that would just make you angry, I think.
No doubt it would. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
I'm hoping that -10 was from before, and not again. Okay, we're at 22. But we seem to pick up more gifts for her than anybody else. So I think we're going to resolve that fairly quickly. Let's head back over here. Because if we talk to the dog, we're just going to be petting the dog again. It's a little early, but I don't want to make another whole round. Mainly because if I do, I will be very tempted to flirt with Eliana again. And I can't do that. Because I want to romance Alistair. Because it is sweet. And adorable. And again, I have mods that make it cuter and adorable. But I love Liliana. But I'm not a two-timing bitch. Oh, I wish Polly was an option. I wish I could do them both. But they'd get angry. Okay. That's it for this time. This nice, relaxed venture into camp that didn't turn out quite so relaxed because I had a slight interpersonal crisis. We're fine. I'll make a decision. Maybe. But for now, if you liked what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Maybe tap that notification bell to get notified every time I upload. See you on the flip side. Elisa out.